used to be involved in a book club, so me and my friends would dress up, and it was like a themed book club, so we'd have like Harry Potter weeks or Percy Jackson weeks and stuff like that. So we used to dress up and do stuff outside of that. My friends had like Harry Potter themed birthdays and stuff, so they were very passionate. Like, I was in like a little group of kids when I was younger that we all used to love the series. So we used to like, instead of just like being normal and casual about it, we used to get really into like every aspect of it. Some of my friends used to be involved in like drawing art and stuff, like fan art and deviant art and stuff, and they would have a lot of people who were like very like controlling of what you could and could not draw based on like how the character was outlined in their original piece of media, and like you couldn't expand on it, or like especially things too where like they would draw like two characters they shipped and it would be like a queer relationship instead of how it's like specifically outlined in the book that they're like heterosexual. They get like attacked for that and stuff, and all these people are like less than 14 years old, being like viciously attacked on like social media platforms and this kind of thing. Like the elephant in the room has to do with like the original like creator of it, with like J.K. Rowling and her opinions of like, well, like after the books are released and she's releasing all these tidbits about like which characters could be queer, and then while also having this like incredibly like anti-trans agenda. I think there was a whole thing where she like tweeted afterwards, after like all the books and the movies came out and whatever, about how like Dumbledore was gay, and she just never explicitly explained it in the book. And it's like, when you read it back, it's still not really hinted at strongly enough for it to be confirmed. It's like she's trying to like tokenize him a little bit and get everyone in and be like, look, it's like gay people should also buy this and we can capitalize on this a little bit. But also, only wanting to support, you can't really cherry pick certain parts of a community and then be so against the other parts of the community's lives. Tacking it on at the end and being like, oh, this person was gay by the way, it seems kind of cheap. And I think the beauty of like a lot of queer characters is that they're intended to be gay, and then their intention, like they're like from the ground up, they're built to be queer, and it's not like, it doesn't have to be the biggest part of your identity, but it's still a part of you. It's called like the Marauders fandom, and there's a whole era of characters that she didn't really talk about at all much in the books, that this like, and it's been like very not canonized, but like kind of like taken in by like a lot of queer people, and being able to expand and create like an entire fandom. It's like as dear to their hearts nowadays, unlike characters that she didn't really get involved in, so it's kind of like untainted still, and they can reserve it, and it can still be like queer people in a safe space, like expanding on like media that they love. There's like this long, beautiful novel about like Sirius Black and Remus Lupin's relationship and how it involved their friends, and it was like probably like the backbone of the foundation of the Marauders fandom being able to spring up as much as it has. Like if you're able to project enough and like look at it, you're like, there's potential for this kind of thing too, because they always be like, oh, they're brothers or they're roommates or they're good friends. It's like, no, they're gay, and they're just too afraid to say it. When someone puts out a piece of media and they offer it to the world, you have to understand that while it's still your intellectual property, it kind of becomes like the people who love it too, like it's kind of their property as well. Like if someone's like supporting your artwork and stuff, and then like they're not degrading your media by turning it into something, they're just making a space for themselves to feel welcome and almost like more included in the world. And I feel like it should be encouraged to create spaces in like fandom and stuff. Because also there's so much judgment of other queer people inside the queer community. I feel like fandom is a way to build community without necessarily having to reduce yourself to the fact that like you can only be part of the queer community. You're able to build community in a way where like you can connect with everyone no matter their sexuality, but also it's important if you can connect with people's sexuality. So, yeah.
I think it's just it's a community aspect that we all like because we haven't been able to like feel that as much as we have deserved.